As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Piano must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must...
Yeah, good evening, my fellow Biafrans. Good afternoon and good morning. This is RealBiafraTv. I salute all the genuine Biafrans and I greet you all. Good evening from my location. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, good evening. Depend on your time and your location. Please, I greet my Simon Eba and his courage. I greet my MNK, standing tall, no matter all the enemies are cooking, no matter what they are doing. I thank them for their standing. I thank them for their decision. I thank them for fighting and suffering because of my own freedom. I thank them all. We can't stop giving them thanks. They are the hero of our time. They stand tall for us, that the enemies will not wipe us away. If not for them, by now, we could have been wiped away in the surface of the earth. Or we could not even have a mouth to talk anymore. We would have been slaves where we find ourselves. So for that reason, we must continue to thank them. We must continue to do everything from where they stop, and we are pushing. We can't fall back. Rather, we are moving forward. We are moving without looking back because we have a road, we have assignment to accomplish, and this assignment must be accomplished by we Biafran people. Please on the AC. We must continue because everything that we are doing is for my own good and also your own good, if you truly believe in that. So please, as you come see this evening from my location, I urge you to welcome one another as I welcome you. Let us also take our time to like and share the program also before we go back to the prayers of Oni Ndumas and to encourage us. No matter what's happened, no matter where we find ourselves, everything that is happening for a purpose, and there is a reason why everything is happening. This is one of the most important things that you must have in your mind. There is a reason. The reason is for us to do what? Do more. The reason for many things that are happening now is for international standard to know who we are. So, and that is the only way Biafra will be discussed on the international stage through what is happening in Finland. So, do not be panic. Do not feel so sad. Do not feel tired in your mind. But remain resolute. I said what? Remain resolute. Stand strong. Stand tall. It's a time for us to stand tall. It's a time for us to remain resolute. It's a time to do more on international diplomatic level, not on how we think on our own and what we think. No, it is a time for diplomatic movements. That is the time we are into. And that is what the time we have is pushing us to do. So you must understand the time we are into. It's a time for us to do more. It's a time now we have a government for them to do beyond what we expected them to do. Freedom for us in Nandekano is freedom from Simon Ekpa. Freedom from Simon Ekpa, it is a freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also. So I want you to really calm yourself down. Do not panic because of what you are seeing right now. Do not panic because of it, because it's not end of the road, but it's the beginning of the road. Now that the real game started. Now is the time that for us to be a free nation. Now is the time that the movement started fully. If really check very well, it is a time for the movement to stand fully. That is the time we are into. So I must tell you this. I know that many of us are feeling very down. Many of us are very bad, feeling very, very bad in our mind. No. A road to a freedom is not happiness. A road for a freedom is so sorrow, so painful until final destination. Do not think that it's very sweet. Oh no, it's not. Like it is very hard. It is very painful. That is how a road of freedom is. That is one thing that you must know. That one thing that you must understand into what we are in right now. That's why I will tell you, do not panic. Do not move. Do not change your mind. But it's time for you to stand, because you have what it takes officially to ask for release of Simon and release of Nnamdi Kanu, depending on our diplomatic and international politics that we are going to play right now. This is the time. The game just began. The game to our recognition, the game to Biafra to be a state in international community, the movement, the detention of Simon Ekpa is hesitating everything very fast. That's why I told you, don't panic, do not move, do not be afraid. Let us welcome the voice of Oyindumo Nnamdi Kanu as we may continue this evening. It's very, very important.
Offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, nani nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you, to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable.
The support.
Hey, sorry, my people. Sorry. My hand, why this my hand interrupt our movement right now? Why? Okay. This prayer is to console all of us. Yes, somehow we have to be down, but we don't have to be down in that way. Our down as a human being, our feelings are there, but there is something that we all must know. The movement we are into, the game is just begun. So, as I said here, you had my going to the Kano praying and telling you it's a time to console ourselves. Inside that prayer, there is something that I want you to get clearly. Finland has joined our enemies to destroy us. Finland have joined Britain. Finland have joined outright enemies of Biafra to wear us down. That's why I told you that we don't have to be down. You have to stand strong. The shenanigans Finland is doing, they know that they have destroyed themselves. Go and check in the history of anybody that tag a terrorist financier, who they tag all those that they said in Finland. They don't give you chance to appeal. They sentence you 11, 12 years imprisonment, 60, 40. They will check your age and sentence you. When you come out, you have nothing to offer again. That is how they do it. But they know that Nigeria did not have any evidence to back what they are claiming. Nigeria did not have any evidence to back up what they are claiming. That is why you can see that shenanigan, you can see that charade that's making out in Finland. Because of the money Finland paid Nigeria, because Nigeria, everything about Nigeria is what? Corruption. Everything about Nigeria is what? Bribe. Everything about Nigeria is evil. Nothing good will ever come out from Nigeria except bribe. You can see today that everything is all about what? Bribe, 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 bribe. That is how you know Nigeria, the Nigeria government. We all know them as a country who prefer to bribe people and leave their people to suffer. Now, when they tell you that they sentenced Master Simon 6 years, that was your arrangement between them and Nigeria to press you down. But if prayer of Master MNK could not console you, that means you are not really understanding what we are doing. When I tell you that nothing has happened, now they move the real deal. The real deal has started, and now the real deal is start. Where are you standing? What are your plans in your own mind? Is the question that you have to answer yourself, because the game just began, and as this game just began, be strong. Do not cry. Do not feel bad. Do not feel any bad. I want to tell you that the freedom of Master MNK, Master MNK, lies in the hands of United States of Biafra. Our declaration is where everything lies for. Our recognition is the paramount, is what we set all of them free. It has happened some areas. We are not going to be the first, neither are we going to be the last. We're also going to use some international criteria to back it up, to clear it to you, and also mention a countries where the same thing has happened, how their leader comes out. That's why I told you my topic. It's not end of the road of Simon MNK. That is my topic today. Rather, it's a diplomatic movement. It's all about international diplomatic political movement. That is where we are right now. Depend on how our government play this politics. Depend on how we presented ourselves as a new country at a match. Is what we free Master Simon MNK. I'm telling you gospel truth. You will see it today. It's not end of the road, my people. It's just beginning of the road is what we are into. And the beginning of the road we are into is a beginning of the road to end it all. We are going to end this thing, believe you me. In the history of any human being that they charge terrorism, inciting violence, and commit this and that, the sentence is 40, 60 years, or if not life imprisonment, or not by hanging. These three. One is life imprisonment. One. Number two, sentence 40 to 50 years. Number three is what? Number three is what? Remember this. Number three is hanging. The number two has any of this. He has even chance to go to appeal. What a local court in Finland did is that to remove their hand from, so Nigerian government will know where we are now. They will have done the business we have to do with you, Nigeria government. We have fulfilled all our promise to you. They have fulfilled their path to Nigeria. Alexander Stop and his local judiciary court in Finland. They have done their worst. But let me tell you, the more they are doing it, the more they are dragging the name of Finland to the mud, whether they like it or not. So I want to tell you, be resolute. Nothing has happened. The road to freedom is not easy. The road to freedom is not music. It's not about happiness. It's painful and sorrow until you finally get to your final destination of recognition. That's what we bring them out. Now we move into the main deal that we have to do today. Now we go in to find out everything, how it's being played on international global stage, and what are the criteria that we must know. Listen to this and be encouraged. Listen to this and know that we are on the right track. You see, Obato Obia once told you that even his arrest will bring them to the global stage. That is where it is today. The judge of the kangaroo judgment of Finland, international world has seen it. No matter what happened, they have nowhere they will place Finland where they belong. Now, use what happened to Masana compared to Masana Kanu, who is in Nigeria DSS dungeon. This is a game that's being played controlled by Britain, France, Finland, and Nigeria. These are the four who are playing this game. Like I told you, you don't have to be panicked, you don't have to be afraid, you don't have to feel bad. Yes, that's why sometimes I would say remove emotion on what we are doing. But what makes us a human being could not allow us to remove emotion in what we are doing. This is the truth that you must know. I am encouraging you, stop crying, but be strong and be steadfast. That is where we find ourselves right now. The only thing that will free Masina and the Kanu is what you're about to hear, Simon Ekpa. It's not in the hands of any human being. Under international law, a step to release a leader that was arrested before declaration of a new country that he was fighting for. Who are those people? PM, MNK. These two people was arrested, was kidnapped, was taken out before we are declared the of Biafra. Go choose 042, my brother. You don't have to be down. Go choose. You don't have to. I know. Mazi. In this point of time, what do you think that can get us Biafra? What do you think can get us international recognition? What is that the thing that we can say that people, the world will listen? Do you think it's all about we come on social media? No. It's all about happening in Finland. It's triggering our recognition. Mazi, it's a time to know who are men. It's a time for us to be serious. It's a time to give your government more support. I don't know what's more time to explain more. Listen to this as it plays out. You will hear it. Remember the headline we are that from what I searched is from where I pick up my headline. But I only said that this is not end of the road of PM and MNK. Rather, it's a time for diplomatic movement. I said what? It is a time for diplomatic movement. That is what the time that we are into is all about. That's why I told you, do not panic. Do not. Don't be down. The road of freedom is sorrow and pain. That is the road of freedom. Freedom doesn't come easy. Freedom is not cake. It's not sweet. It's not sugar. It's not honey. It is something that you need to be a great person. What happened in Finland is a way of moving us forward. The world must hear about us. The world, how could you think that the world will hear about us? Arrest of Master Simon has bring Biafra movement to another level of global stage. I want you to understand this very fast. I want you to know this. I want you to understand and look at things the way it's unfolding. There is a step, and there is what happened to Finland right now triggers to Finland. They know that Nigeria government has anything, but because of the business, because of the oil, because of the what Finland did of Finland in Biafra land, that is why they did the charade judgment they did to favor Nigeria to laugh. But he who laughed last laughed the best. He who laughed last laughed the best. Wait, my people. You know, when I begin to research things about this movement on international level, I become more encouraged to face anything that comes out of this movement. I gather more strength, more momentum to fat. Oh my! If you know how I feel when I had that thing, I didn't feel any bad. I know that is why they are delaying. They want us to, all of us, mind to come down first before they will give that their stupid judgment. I want you to know that this is the real movement. The real game just began. The real game just began. Mazi, go choose 042. The deal, the real thing is about to happen. That is why you don't have to be panicked. You don't have to be down. You know that it's a time for our government to do the needful. And they are doing it already. They are doing it. They are doing what they're supposed to do. We will go to appeal, and appeal is better. We go to appeal court in Finland. That is the authorities, where you cannot see a road to bribe anybody. Must go for choose. Look at what Chidera write. Chidera write. Anye Kochirigo, we go nowhere. That is supposed to be your word. Mazi, go choose 042. Yes, it is a right to be down, but it is a right for you to know the things. So here right now, we are going to go into, to prove to you that it's not end of the road. We are going to go into what? Under international step to release a leader that was arrested before declaration of a new country that he's fighting for. This is where we are going right now. I see my brother Ezekuna son, official. Good evening from here. Throw salutes. Madi, thank you so much for coming. I greet you. Let us listen. Let us learn a lesson. Let us now begin the movement to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu forever, to free all the Biafrans forever, to free Mazi Simon Ekpa. The game just began, and it's only on international, political, and the diplomatic movement is the only way out. There is a way out. We all call for a duty, both in social media, both in the homeland. All this contributed on the judgment that they give to Mazi Simon Ekpa. What Adadio Arama is doing, what Siamaka Jere, Ogenkere, Sana Akrawa, they are the one that contributed to the judgment they give over to. Believe me, we must understand it clearly. We must know it far better. Please, my people, we will come back to comment section after we went a little bit, then we'll break down, take a break, then we'll go to the comment section. I see everybody in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all you do to support. It's right now. The game just began. Listen to this so you will know what we are about and what is facing us and how everything is working for our own favor. The jailing of Mazi Simon Ekpa 6 years, which is 3 months, and the other 3 months, inside that 3 years, 9 months has already out. It's in our favor. Believe you me, when you read international laws and listen to the history of countries where it has happened, how it happened to Bangladesh, how it happened to Magandhi, how it happened to all these people, then you know that we are on the right track. You don't need to panic. You don't need to be down. Let us go in.
The process of releasing a political leader who was arrested before their country's formal declaration of independence is a highly specific and complex matter of international relations, not a standard legal procedure. It is a negotiation that uses a combination of legal, political, and diplomatic pressure. This is a classic political prisoner scenario, which has been seen throughout history with figures like Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
I hope you get this thing. I hope the process of releasing a political leader who was arrested before before formal declaration of independence is a highly specific and complex matter of international relations. Not a standard legal procedure. A legal can never bring Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Simon out. This is under international law. They are telling you this. That's why I told you that the journey just began. Now listen. It is a negotiation that use a combination of legal, political, and diplomatic pressure. It is what? It's not all about legal. But I told you, it is a negotiation, one, with Finland. It's a negotiation with also, with who? Nigeria also is important also. This is the truth figure that you need to know. Now listen to this. That use a combination of legal, political, and diplomatic pressure. For those who are telling you, Buto, Gento, Ngozi is the politics, come and hear it here. It's all about political. It's all about politics. That is how you get a new country. This is a classical political prisoner conscience, which has been seen throughout the history with foreigners like Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, and the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman of Magandhi is from India. Nelson Mandela, South Africa. Sheikh Mujibur Ibrahim, Bangladesh. These are three leaders that what is happening to us right now against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, against Simon has happened to them. Look at their way out. There is a way out. The way out to always give the country a recognition. The way out to always give the country a standard they need to maintain. Now we have I hope you had it said, the procedure of releasing a political leader who was arrested before the country was formally declared of their independence. Before we declare United States of Biafra, Obatobie, Masamana has been arrested. I want to talk to you for you to summon courage. I want to feed you the vibe I am feeling that our freedom is top notch. Our recognition is paramount. Our way is pure and genuine and legit. It's not only by legal. It's not only by law. It's not only by judiciary. There is other things that we are going to listen to this evening. After the court case, I come down to research today about all this, what is here I'm playing here. Do you think that we will just leave ourselves like that? The answer is no. Here are the international steps and the mechanism used to secure their release. You will hear how Nelson Mandela was released. You will hear how Magandhi was released. You will hear how Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was released. That is what they told us. Here are the international steps and the mechanism used to secure their release. If those people was secured the release because of the freedom fighter fighting for a country that was arrested before the declaration of their country, they all got what released. Today, what do you think on our own? What do you think? US government is fully at work. Now, listen. Immediate international condemnation and the public advocacy. Let us play the voice so they won't say that we are part of the story. That we are just playing for us to I am not just telling you something. Look at what I am reading here. Look at it here clearly. These are the stories. Nelson Mandela, Maghandi, Sheku Mujib Rahman from Bangladesh. Listen to this.
International steps and mechanisms used to secure their release. 1. Immediate international condemnation and public advocacy. Humanitarian groups and NGOs. The first step is to mobilize non-governmental organizations, NGOs, like Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and the International Red Cross. These organizations will declare the leader a prisoner of conscience or a political prisoner, highlighting the injustice of the arrest and publicizing the case to a global audience.
Are you flowing with me? Do you hear it? Now also, there's one thing I want to bring in here that is not here. Do you hear they need lobby? Did you hear that they need lobby? They don't need lobby to free Simon Ramazan and the Khan. What they say they need, you had it here. What it needs for them to be released. What and that? A humanitarian group like NGOs, the first step is to mobilize non-government organizations. The first thing is to mobilize. Our government must mobilize a non-government organization, like they said, like Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and the International Red Cross. These are the parts our government must play now. EU, you are right. Happy man. Egypt, this I see. Good evening. Now that the game has just begun, I am doing this program to encourage you to tell that there is no need to feel down, to feel heartbreak. No. It's the time to the real deal. The real game just began. I have mentioned the names of people that was released through this process. Nelson Mandela, Maghandi of India, Sheku Mujib Rahman of Bangladesh. These are the process they used to these are the process they were. These are steps. These are the mechanism that was being released. No matter how it takes, it's a time that the government now start this particular conditions. The step. Here are the international steps and mechanism used to secure the release of Nelson Mandela, Maghandi, Rahman of Bangladesh. And immediate international condemnation and public advocacy. A humanitarian group and NGOs. The first step is to mobilize non-governmental organizations, NGO, like Amnesty International, Human Rights Watches, and the International Red Cross. Do you hear it? This is the process we need this time around that our government has to implement. This organization will declare the leader a prisoner of conscience or a political prisoner, highlighted the injustice of the arrest, and they publish the case to the global audience. To the what? To the global audience. This is what we have to do to free Simon and out. As we continue, you will hear more. Media campaign is the next under this article 1. Another section in brackets, media campaigns. Listen to this.
Campaigns. A concerted media campaign is launched to generate international sympathy and raise public awareness. This puts pressure on the detaining state by damaging its international reputation and making it a pariah state.
Do you hear that? That is why I'm telling you today that what role Ogenkere played, what role Adando Ocho, the evil woman in France is playing. The rule of Gento and Butuzo is playing in Biafra homeland is what Finland use today to keep Obatobie. Nothing else, nothing more. That's why I told you that now when a country being declared, you don't need vote anymore when your leaders are holding. Before the vote, there is actions and legal steps and the international community that guidelines we have to meet the criteria before we can go into that. And the international law, there is a way they said when they have all been formed through international law and they refuse, the international law will give us a human aid, support us to fight and remove them from our land. You see that video that showcases a face that a Gento by three innocent, three civilians or three guys. That thing hold their water. And what happened to Obatobie? And the other man I told you is being paid by the name Obatobie give him. So he's using his social media to pay Obatobie back by calling a second in command of Obatobie names that she was calling. Did you hear it? The social media is important. Now Obatobie has been given 6 months, 6 years, and we are going to appeal right now. What are you saying in social handle? What is the job that you are doing there? What are you teaching? What are you preaching? How do you let an international global state to know that the injustice has meted on a prisoner of conscience, a freedom fighter? Again, the level of where Mazin and the Kano, where Simon find themselves, is that level where Nelson Mandela find himself. That is the level where Makhandi of India find himself. That is the level where Rahman of Bangladesh find themselves. But they were all got released with what? A name and a history. That is how they were all released. Are you following what I'm doing? Please, as you come in, please like and share this program. Let it go viral because we're here to set the record. Please, as you come, like this program. I don't know whether you think that this program like to be like. There is more to what we are doing this evening. That's why I ask you to like and share the program so others know that we are live. If you come in, I want to say it for the last time today because what I have here is bigger. We have to go fast to finish it up. So you will be encouraged. If you come in on this program, if I am on your YouTube page, that I am on a wall like this, and I am in the center of the wall, what you need to do is a 3 dot in front of you. Touch your hand on that 3 dots, then click on it, it will open. Then you will say like. Just give it a thumbs up. Let us continue what we are doing, please. Because the more you share, the more other people know that we are live. And so subscribe on the YouTube page if you never do that. Subscribe on the RealBiafraTv. Listen to this.
UN and other international bodies. The leaders' allies will lobby for the issue to be raised at international forums like the United Nations Human Rights Council. The UN can issue resolutions or condemnations, demanding the leader's release and drawing a sharp contrast between the oppressor and the freedom fighter. 2.
You see, this number 1 has how many? Has 2 articles that has something very important that we all must learn. UN and the other international bodies, the leader alliance will lobby for what? Who is the leader alliance right now? Who is going to lobby? Our government are going to be making every mechanism fast for people to know what happened. So for the condemnation to start, that is why our government has been the first to condemn the kangaroo judgment of Finland, Alexander Stubb and his cohort. A bad man. I said what? A bad man, evil man, who betrayed his friend Simon, who voted for him. He's a terrorist, but he voted for you. Alexander Stubb. Simon, you are charging him terrorism charge, but he voted for you. He campaigned for you. And you know him one-on-one. You know who he is. That thing that you see, this thing you did, Finland will pay dearly for it. And I wish that is a way your family will pay for it. So the other good citizens of Finland will not partake on it. But Finland will pay dearly for this, what they did to our Biafran people, to my Simon Eba. You think doing it is to stop us? We have passed to stop. Because he is a prime minister of United States of Biafra. That's who he is. He's no longer leading any group. That is why, if stupidity of Ogen Kere, not that because of the money Nigerian government paid him, if we have a bridge is a group, it's a structure. That is what they used to tag my Simon. If nobody was mentioning that name anywhere, today Abato Obie could not be there. It's because of this government. That is why they don't send him down to Nigeria. Do you know that? Our declaration stopped sending Masama back to Nigeria. It could have been worse with what Ogen plan with Nigerian government. It could have been worse if the direction did not come soon. If we did not declare it, it could have been worse than what you are seeing today. That is why you must be happy somehow. You have to be happy, not so have to be happy that you have a government. You have made it. You have declared your country. You are no longer a group. No matter how they call the new country, separatist movement, international global stage, we are here to correct that impression. What are you preaching on your handle? What is the thing that you are preaching on your handle, on your YouTube page? It's a time to let the world know that the injustice that was meted to Nelson Mandela, Maghandi, Rahman of Bangladesh, that the injustice is meted on Biafran people, our two leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Eba. It's a time to prove that they are not inciting anybody. Because of this incitement, Ogen Kere has already know what they want to charge Mazi Simon Eba. That is why he asked Biafra Liberation Army to cease fire, to stop war. That is why he did that, because he knew his plan and what Nigerian government planned to do with Abato Obie. Do you understand it very well? He knows his plan very, very well. Today, I want you to know that Finland has become one of the worst enemies of Biafran people. What Britain did not officially do to Mazi Simon Eba, they used Finland to accomplish it. Also, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They used Finland to accomplish it to Mazi Simon Eba. Finland become a scapegoat. There's a store needed to boost the economy. You write a book, you want to make a world a better place. This is how you are making the world a better place. After you have fight Russia, fight internal bloodly conflict in your country to be where you are today, you turn back because your mother is from the red Finland guard that refused the independence. Yes, when the blood there, the blood of that woman is also working. My people, do not be moved, do not panic. The game just began. This international standard step that we have to take is what I am dishing out here today. That is one thing that's supposed to make you to be a strong person right now into what we are doing. I must tell you the truth. There is no time. Nothing will stop us. A country has been declared. Remember the headline that we are tweeting. I remember how they started this thing. Let me refresh you back from the beginning. The process of releasing a political leader who was arrested before the country formally declaration of independence. I hope you get here. This is where we are. This is where we are right now. Are you following? I hope What we are doing is coming. Now they have seized my comments again today. YouTube, what is the case? What is the case? Please allow me to refresh. Let me find. I want to refresh the program so I can be able to be seeing all the comments. The comments, some comments are hiding. 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 Okay, remove. So, let us continue listening. UN and other international bodies, how we can use them. But remember, there's something I want you to know here, before I go that. Media campaign. Media is power. It's true. Media might be power on the wrong side. Media might be power on the right side. The media of Sana Akura Wogen Kere Shiamaka Jere Yadadi or Ramma, Imam Madu Abu Siarusi and the don't know. Their media is on the wrong track. What Butozo is doing on his YouTube page, the video he's posting, and the calling of Mass Simon Eba is what contributed to the jail thanks they give up here today. That's what contributed to the kangaroo judgment of Alexander Stubb and his cohorts. Because Gento was paid through Ogenkere to stop Obatobe from coming out, to stop their declaration, so he can be able to continue showcasing himself and raising his muzzle. Radio Rama today is bittered, believe you me. From that day that video comes out, showing that Radio Obatobe called Radio Rama Sabo and ask her, who are you working for? From that day to today, this man chooses to do anything that is going to be against Obatobe. That is what she's doing. And that's what she did. Do you understand it very well? Calling second in command of Mazen, Simon Eba, a terrorist, is what? Is giving Finland upper hand on what they did. So all the injustice meted on Mass Simon Eba, we to ask it on the hands of the Congo, the hands of Adando, Shadadi Orama, Ogenkere, Sona Kwarawa, Shiamaka Jere, and all those that on social media talking trash in the name of structure called Bridge. That is an individual, that is a group. If today, after 29th of November 2024, if everybody accepted and closed that name Bridge, Simon Ekpa, nobody will charge him that he's financing a group or a structure or individuals. Or you don't know that? Let us go. Because when all these things are happening, we are here shouting, and these people, this enemy of Simon Ekpa, they continue doing what they are doing. Our government must stand up and do the needful. Despite that Nigeria is bribing everywhere. Please like and share. Despite that Nigeria is bribing everywhere. Despite that Nigeria use money for subsidy, bribe Finland. They are also, you know how much that Mazen Kanu told that was budget of Nigeria for them to stop Biafra. And how can they do it to stop it? They are going to stop it by internal division that you see today. That is why in the morning we discuss about internal division that Nigeria is playing, divide and rule, playing on us. That's when I bring the word That adage must be changed when we go to Biafra land. That adage is destroying a lot of things. That is why everybody, Ogenkere want to be a leader. Rubinad want to be a leader. Sonny Abra want to be a leader. Chiamaka Adira want to be a leader, want to have a position. All these are seen today. That is our proverb is hurting us. There are things that as the days are going, we got to change it. Let us continue listening. On this, listen. The leader alliance will be issued to be raised at international forms like the UN, the United Nations Human Rights Council. The UN can issue resolution or condemnation demanding the leader release and draw a sharp current between the oppressor and the freedom fighter. These are the works of who? International. These are the steps that this government must take right now to end the sufferness of mass Nnamdi Kanu. Now we have a government. This is what they have to do to release our people. We must continue.
And diplomatic pressure, political recognition of the new state. Even though the leader is in prison, their followers will likely declare independence and form a provisional government. This is a critical step because it elevates the leader's status from a rebel to the de facto head of state of a new nation. This allows other countries to diplomatically recognize the new nation and its government, giving them an official channel to demand the leader's release. Sanctions and diplomatic isolation. Friendly nations can impose sanctions, economic, financial or travel bans on the detaining country's officials. They may also downgrade diplomatic relations or sever ties altogether. The message is clear. The arrest of the leader will have severe consequences for the detaining government. Mediation. A neutral third-party country or a respected international figure may offer to mediate the dispute. This mediation can facilitate secret negotiations between the two sides, often with the release of the leader as a central point of discussion. 3. Negotiation and political exchange. This is the most common and effective method, as seen in historical cases. Prisoner exchange. The release is often part of a larger exchange. If the conflict has involved armed resistance, the new country's forces or its allies may have captured prisoners from the detaining state. These captured soldiers become a powerful bargaining chip. The detaining government is willing to release the leader in exchange for its own personnel. This was the case with Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who was released after Pakistan's military defeat and in exchange for its captured POWs. Peace agreements. The leader's release may be a prerequisite for a broader peace agreement to end the conflict. This was a key component of the Northern Ireland peace process, where prisoner releases were integral to the Good Friday Agreement. The detaining state may realize that it cannot win the conflict, and that releasing the leader is the only way to achieve a political resolution and stop the fighting. 4. Internal change in the detaining country. In some cases, the release is a result of a fundamental shift in the government holding the leader. Change in regime. A military defeat or a popular revolution can lead to the fall of the old government. The new leadership, whether it's a new political party or a more moderate faction, may see the release of the leader as a way to gain legitimacy, de-escalate the situation, and begin the process of reconciliation. Collapse of authority. The detaining government may simply lose its grip on power and can no longer afford to keep the leader in prison. At this point, the release is not a negotiation, but a consequence of the government's own collapse. In summary, the international steps to release a leader arrested before their country's declaration of independence are not based on legal precedent, but on a strategic application of international pressure and political negotiation. The key is to transform the leader from a political dissident into a symbol of a new nation, thereby making their release a non-negotiable step toward peace and stability.
Are you with me? Our government has a work to do. Our government have a work to do. Now they need to do a work of a government, work of a new state. This is the time to do what? To do a work of a new state. That is what we have to. That is where we find ourselves in right now. Our government is the only legitimate government to stop this injustice. They are the only right under international to do it. So, let us allow you to play from the beginning for those who just join us to understand what we are doing. If you get into number, it get to number 3, we will stop it a little bit and we will explain something, summarize 1 and 2, then before come back to the other side of the story. Let us see how it goes.
Process of releasing a political leader who was arrested before their country's formal declaration of independence is a highly specific and complex matter of international relations, not a standard legal procedure. It is a negotiation that uses a combination of legal, political, and diplomatic pressure. This is a classic political
Sorry, you're coming.
prisoner scenario, which has been seen throughout history with figures like Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Here are the international steps and mechanisms used to secure their release. 1. Immediate international condemnation and public advocacy. Humanitarian groups and NGOs. The first step is to mobilize non-governmental organizations, NGOs, like Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and the International Red Cross. These organizations will declare the leader a prisoner of conscience or a political prisoner, highlighting the injustice of the arrest and publicizing the case to a global audience. Media campaigns. A concerted media campaign is launched to generate international sympathy and raise public awareness. This puts pressure on the detaining state by damaging its international reputation and making it a pariah state. UN and other international bodies. The leader's allies will lobby for the issue to be raised at international forums like the United Nations Human Rights Council. The UN can issue resolutions or condemnations, demanding the leader's release and drawing a sharp contrast between the oppressor and the freedom fighter. 2. Leverage and diplomatic pressure. Political recognition of the new state. Even though the leader is in prison, their followers will likely declare independence and form a provisional government. This is a critical step because it elevates the leader's status from a rebel to the de facto head of state of a new nation. This allows other countries to diplomatically recognize the new nation and its government, giving them an official channel to demand the leader's release.
Are you with me? That is a work. Political recognition of the new state. See, the movement we are into now, we are using multiple dimensions. We cannot focus on the reason of Mass Simon Eba alone. We must be saying that and focus on also for us to get political recognition of our new state. Do they say bridge? Did they say new structure? Did they say individual? They say a new state. Why is that? That is what will be a run to fastnet this declaration of USB. Even though political recognition of a new state, even though the leader is in prison, the follow will likely declare independence from a professional government. This is a criteria step because it is elevates the leader a status from a rebel to what? To a new state leader. Do you see why I told that we must be happy because of our declaration? Do you see why we have to know that the only best thing, the only easiest thing, the only good thing that happens to us is what? Real declaration of United States of Biafra as a new nation on November 29, 2024. This is an international step to take to release Mas Simon Eba, Mas Nnamdi Kanu. They said that that his followers will likely declare independency. Who is the followers? The Congos Arabes, you and I. To declare an independence, to remove Mas Simon Eba's name from rebel group or treason, the charge that charging him today. Omo Tapansilike, Umu Ekwensu, Chiamaka Ajere, Sana Akwarawa, Adando, Shado, no, Mamadu Abu, Chioma Koma. All these people know. See, the declaration removes Mas Simon Eba to call him a sponsor of terrorist group, a financier, or the charge they put to him today. Ogen Kere, Sonia, Chiamaka Ajere, has contributed to what you see that happens to Mas Simon Eba today. But I think we have a government. And I think there is a chance for appeal. We go to appeal court. We there, everything will happen. Then we understand it. Do you hear this article clearly? political recognition of the new state? Is it political record of bridge and fallback? Did you hear it here? The answer is no. Even though the leader is in prison, the followers will likely declare independency and the form of a professional government. This is a critical step because it elevates the leader status from a rebel group to a prime minister of a new nation. A prime minister of what? A new nation. A leader of a new nation. Mas Simon, Mas Nandekan. This allow other countries to diplomatic recognition the new nation and its government. They say new bridge. Did they say new fallback? They are talking about state. To do what? To recognize a state. So the awareness must continue, both on S-handle everywhere right round. All the Genuine Biafrans, those who are under United States of Biafra. What are you preaching now? It's not time to Sagarabi or Ram anymore. It's a time to let the world know that we know our rights. They have concluded their evil deed. Gentle, the money they paid you, where you prove it by coming out to shoot those 3 guys and tagging them of my Simon or needs, mentioning their name. If anybody is doing what in Biafra land and mentioning the name of my Simon, not of my Simon, they are enemy of us. They are enemy of Biafran people. This is what international law said I will have to do. This is way we have to follow. This is the way. Diplomatic recognition, the new nation and its government gives them an official channel to demand their leader release. Not bridge, not structure, not IPOB. They can never free Mazen Nandekano. They cannot free him. They don't have Simon with all those structures. It's only, they said here, let me repeat it back to you. I am not making up a story. See what I am reading. See it here. Listen to this. Political recognition of the new state. Oh. Even though the leader is in prison, for those who fall back, please gather them. Let them come here. Obiezeru, old fool, gather here. The followers will likely declare independency and form a professional government. This is a criteria step because it elevates the leader status from calling Abato a financier of terrorism and inciting violence through social media handle that court are charging him right now. He will remove his status from rebel, terrorism finance, a terrorist leader. He will remove it, and the world will see him as what? As a prime minister of a new nation. I know why I put his name there, and the only they will know that this is the president, this is the prime minister. 2 of them was incarcerated for nothing. They meant for the unlawful injustice that was meted on them. Media will help. Media has its own work. Of a new nation. This allow other countries to diplomatic recognition the new nation and its government. It gives them an official channel to demand their leader release because of we are a new nation. A new state. Umokoko, Ndohi, Sana Aprawo Genkere, criminals, hijackers, 419ers. deceiving you, and you allow yourself to be deceived. If your did not deceive you thought that other Rama deceive you. The other man did not deceive you. You thought I don't know. We go to Fulani. The old wish. This is how it goes. A nation, not a bridge. Why all these things are this is over decades, and these people say they are fighting for freedom in social media. We go 247 them. Do you even hear this? Political recognition of a new state. Even though the leader is in prison, the followers will likely declare independency and they form a professional government. That you see today that Dr. Musa Rebeze is leading that government. I said this is a critical, this is a criteria step because it will elevate, it will move fast. The leader status, the status of Abato Obie in what Nigeria government submitted on in his name as a case is answering. If nobody today is talking about Bridgie, and Ogenkere is under Bridgie, submitting a document against Simon Ekpa as the leader of a Bridgie, even though he has removed his name, but he submitted, and now the government of Finland or the authorities saying that he has a group called Bridgie, a structure. The structure dies on 29th of November 2024. That is when the structure dies. Under international law. We're supposed to, if nobody today is using such a thing, nobody will question about the charges could have been useless, but it is a useless on the appeal court because the time has come for us to do more, to understand what we're doing. The time has come. The time is here. I said what? The time is here for us to do more. Our government must do all it takes. The first step is what? Our official declaration is what must serve Mazinandek and even to be judged in Finland. If not for that, they would have, because what Nigeria go for is outright bringing back to Nigeria and buy him. That is what Nigeria stands for. And that is why Nigeria rushed to do amendment on their law. So when they bring him and Simon Ekpa, they will put him on life imprisonment or hang them. Do you understand it? But our declaration of our new country, free Simon Ekpa personally, and those in the can. That is when you see all these people who are on social media messing up, you will know what to do. We must continue to do what we are doing. We must continue. We have declared it. Sanctioning and the diplomatic isolation. Friendly nations can impose sanctions on the economy of Nigeria. Even Finland. Let us listen.
And diplomatic isolation. Friendly nations can impose sanctions, economic, financial or travel bans on the detaining country's officials. They may also downgrade diplomatic relations or sever ties altogether. The message is clear. The arrest of the leader will have severe consequences for the detaining government.
Instead of detaining Simon Ekpa having a very severe punishment on Finland and Nigeria, Radio Ramma, Chiamaka Jere, Sonny Abakrawa, Ogenkere Onyohi, Imam Maduabu, old food. I don't know you go to Fulani, the winch, old winch in our time. Chomo Koma, the so-called I don't know how to qualify that woman. Oteleshwa. You just seen all these things. You said you are well read. You are a lawyer, you are a doctor, you are this, you are that. This is it. Instead of all of us to join hand push, they are there committing more crime. The group died because that is what they used to do to charge Simon Ekpa Njoko. Even that when you are hearing the court judgment, they say that he's distant himself from the so-called men on ground, the gentle. About to obey distant himself from you. Because he knows that once a country being formed, once a country being declared, what next? The army should not be the Liberation Army. It's going to be Biafran Army. That's what it's supposed to be. That's how they call Nigeria military. It's supposed to be Biafra military. That is how every other country in the world represent their own after their declaration. After their declaration, this is how they represent, this is how they call them by their names. And you see the gullible. And once we get recognition, but it will be a fight with multiple dimensions. Today, we are still using that multiple dimension because you know what happened in time of Uchemefo? Uchemefo focused only the release of Mazen and the can without any other things. But today, we are not doing that. We focus on the release, we focus our declaration, we have already been done. And now we have also been doing what? We also focused on recognition on international global stage, UN membership, and also release of all our leaders. But do you know that declaration make it easy for us as for their demand, for us to demand for the release? That is one thing that we all must know. They may also downgraded diplomatic relationship of several states like Nigeria. This message is clear. The arrest of the leader will be a several consequences for the detaining government. Instead of us to put fire, Finland will understand what they do, but they will know because the time is here. The time has come for them to know the crime they have committed. We are not going to leave it. Do not feel down. Be strong. I said what? Be strong. Be very, very strong. It's not, I told you, some of us in our platform must change our work to suit on what we are into right now. Our job must intensify that Finland has colluded with Nigeria to metal injustice on Matt Simon Ekpa to deny him freedom. And the Finland fought from Russia. It's a high time we go in to revisit the Finland history of getting their recognition and making their declaration and today being a country. From tomorrow, we will go back to the Finland history. More of what happened in Finland is a time to expose Finland history. So you will see that what they are doing to us is what happened to them, is what they did for what they get their own country, is what Simon Ekpa did. And why did they put him in castration today? Why are they sentencing him for 6 years? Which happened to be 3 years. Inside 3 years, man, not 6 months. It's just a year and remain. And he's not going to go down well with Finland anymore. That is why I told you in earlier stage. After Finland has arrested Simon and keep him to after 6 months, I said no. I have removed the name from that book of history. We will keep them as one of our allies. They are no longer there because there is a storm. The evil man who a mother of the storm is from the Red Finland authority, those that hated Finland declaration. That is lineage of Alexander Stubb. Go and refer what I'm telling you. Ask lineage of ask history burning of Alexander Stubb in Finland, the president of Finland. Just type it up. They will carry it and they will present it to you as I'm talking. Go and check. Go and check and verify. It's a high time we change on depending on what is happening to us. Another other might have win. Let him go and drink champagne. Okay, you have win. Go and drink champagne. Sanaya Prawa, Elias, Shiamaka Jere, Ruby Nadi, Shiomo Koma. All of you should go and take champagne who has won the case. The money that they have given you have fulfilled your job in the hands of Nigeria. You have fulfilled your job. You have executed your job. But he who laughed last, laughed the best. That is one thing that we all must know. That he who laughed last did what? Laughed the best. Obatobia said, enjoy it while it lasts. Nigeria government, enjoy it. Let us have it. Now is a time. to appeal court. Let us see. Now, Finland, you know what they did. We must continue. We must continue. It's a time for what? Negotiation. Media can influence a secret negotiation between the two sides also, with the release of the leaders as central point of discussion. Our discussion now should centralize on the what international body said about how to release this individual and how international body sees them, what they are doing. That's what I said. We must change some attitude on social media. It's a high time we centralize what we are doing. They said that we have to centralize it on what the injustice, the injustice meted on Oba Toby and the can right now, to attract other countries to come in and support us. That is where we find ourselves, and this is what we're supposed to be doing by now. Not the other way around. I must tell you, not the other way around. These are the things that we all must do. What? These are the things that we must know right now. They said that we must change the way we are doing things. We must change it. Bianco Duke also contributed. Bianco, no, smile and laugh. Relax and see how this game is going to play out. Because Europe has really finally taken us on the international global stage to hear about Biafra, to seek for recognition. All these things are going to hesitate our recognition very soon. Relax yourself. I told you here in the morning that Afghanistan, after the declaration of their new country in 2021, today in 2025, a whole Russia, who is a member of UN, give them recognition. And the so-called Alexander Stubb is crying, fighting for what Russia is doing in Ukraine. You see how compromised because of money. You can, that's your Finland can never be reached more than the way it is. Because of this thing that you have done, you will be going down and going down and be going down. The world will also see you as somebody who is negotiating with a terrorist country called Nigeria. A country, Canada said, no, this country, they are terrorists. Both their party names and everything. That is their country where you find yourself in Ababuka. You will, Hadaino comes out. And as stop, you have bring Hadaino to the Finland people. And it will come. It will come. Yes, before we go in, like I said, we have to take break and allow a phone call to come in. So I go to say their mind before we go into number 3, negotiation and the political exchange. Let us allow our people to call so they can also free their mind with what I'm doing this evening for us to continue what we are doing. The number to call is +973 360 51337. Only on WhatsApp. That is the number to call. The number to call is +973 3 again 6051337. We have our first caller. Let us listen to our people, because we all are in this together. We all are in this together. Good evening, my brother. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother RealBiafra. Greetings to you. Greetings to you, my dear brother. Thank you for the good work, honestly. As making a Ricky. That
is the best thing, my brother. That's what I believe.
Let them enjoy their. Let them cruise. Let them cruise their lives now. Even those criminal politicians in Biafra land, this is their time. Let them celebrate. Let them enjoy. My brother, our PM told them that he will be the end of the zoo. They thought it was a joke.
That's why I said the game just began. This is not end of the road.
You see, the criminal Ogekere and those fighting against us, this is why we say they know what we don't know, but they never know that that thing they are doing is a kind of elevating the Biafra. For the first time in the history of Biafra being discussed internationally.
Yeah.
And they have, thank God that the international law has been there before we start. And people have told this same route. One day, they can't change it overnight now.
Nelson Mandela,
So,
Magahandi, Rahiman, they all told this way that happened to Abatobi, but they all released.
Yes.
Depend on their look at.
Yes.
Do you know my happiness? On this international law, they said that the follower of that's a leader who was in prison. They are right to declare a new nation for them to change the status quo of their leader. To remove his name from financing terrorists, a rebel. Look at the way they say. So see, my happiness is that these things are there before us. Now government has to go and play through. My brother, go on, my brother. Go on.
Yes, thank you very much. Now it is time for you HB to come in.
Let them come now.
Now, let's ask people that have been listening to Sonia Barawa, Ogekere. Have the goals to come on his platform to say that why should Ngozi declare Biafra? That Obatobie said we should not declare Biafra. She went on to declare Biafra. My brother, if not for this single step our DPM took, it is done. We are doomed.
We are doomed. Obatobie could have been in Nigeria by now.
We are doomed by now because the initial plan was to take him, whisk him, before he could say Jack one day.
That was their plan.
But the boss step of DPM, you know, the first of all, instills fear into the minds of our people.
Yeah.
Not to come. Only Finland and I get arrested. It was our DPM that came out and stood firm and said we must surely declare, not whether Obatobie or no Obatobie, this convention must hold. Hey,
honestly
speaking, I am a afọ Biafra. Prophecy has in the canon. Whenever the woman
from America
is here. My brother, who are they working for? People should ask them this question: who are they working for? You believe in the Galo prophecy? You believe he said that Nigeria will be Somalia will be better than Nigeria, and today it has come to pass. Then again, an opposite case. Some of the prophecy
yes.
Today we are still speaking on behalf of Biafra. We are talking, still propagating for this particular gospel of the truth called Biafra because of this singular move, our DPM money. Thank you, our DPM. We love you. We can't thank you enough.
Honestly.
We can't thank you enough, Mama. We love you. Doesn't matter what they do. The battle has begun.
The battle line has just begun. So that's why I told you, do not panic, do not feel down, do not feel bad. It's a time for us to be free forever and ever. Would you like that Maz Simon Ekpa will be just been released and have many pending cases to answer? Are you going to like that? Or you don't want the case to finish once and for all? It's only on United States of Biafra we finish this case once and for all. Yes, Happy May, thank you for putting the number in the comment section. Remember that the number is, you have to put plus 97336051 337. Yes, just only put plus. That is the number to call for anybody who wish to call and lay his own opinion in what we are doing. You are free. This is time for call. After this, we will go in. After this, we will go back to our from number 3 until we finish it up. So please, if you want to call, this is the only time we have for calls. You can call now to submit your own contribution on what happened in Finland and what we are doing right now. How it strengthens you. What we are doing right now on international law. How does it strengthen you for you to know that people has gone through this? They did not die because of it. So Abatobi is not going to die because of it. Maznakano is not going to die because of it. They are going to be free. And if you want them to be free, you must support United States of Biafra government. This is where we are, and this is what we are doing. So please, for those in the comment section, anybody who wish to call, you will see the number on comment section. The only thing that difference there, you have to put +97336051 That is number to call. Only on WhatsApp. Only on WhatsApp. Only on WhatsApp. Many call comes in, we take. We want to go back to our way of doing things. Please, if anybody wish to call, you have this time to call. If you want to call, we take a little bit break before we go into number 3, number 4, and we'll summarize it. So if you want to call, this is your time to call. If you want to call, this is your time to do what? To call. Yeah, we have another caller. Let us know who is that. Let us know who is on our line. Please, good evening, ma.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, ma.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, sir.
The kind of hope that you do here, you are giving a very good hope. The kind of hope that through this analysis. I'm calling from Zoo.
Wow.
Abuja.
Wow.
How the man with this our Biafra agitation.
Yeah.
Because that's all my area can get mad now what is happening. Also, I cannot even if I'm inside the car or boss. I don't even. I'll be telling them about Biafra. If you find out that most of them are Biafrans, they will support me. They will say, "Hey, mommy, you are good, though." You know. So I don't know. I don't know what is happening to our people. Eh? Look at Adaka, they are illiterate. Eh? Look at the Vaga. Eh? Look at Aparawo. Or in case they getting gaff and what is all this? Eh? Evil, but they are dead on arrival.
Yes, that is the truth. You are right.
We are dead on arrival. We have crossed the Rubicon. We are not shaking because we know that at last truth will come. Our PM is free. He will be free. We are not shaking.
Very soon, he will be free. Very soon.
And with this your explanation, in fact, you are digging it well. And every time I always try to follow you, you know. So, as a call that has started it. You see, Dr. Orabeze. Okay, for that late. Oh my God. Oh,
Ozubo.
That 29 November, hey, we were shivering. You see, it was a week here. See God. Not that even what is her problem is that why she's crying is that because see, I say, hey, this man, that way they will plan B manner. She passed them. She passed all of them. That lady, I never from Biafra. I go wine. when was the cabinet members are well pop up here. That's the main. I thank God for her. We are not shaking.
That is it.
Asking God who started it. Up and fair to give already.
We are there.
Many people are recognizing us. I think we.
Yes, now.
Simon, our PM, even in our special booking wherever, whatever. Nandi, all of them, they should not shake. We are moving. So, RealBiafra. In fact, you are making my days. Today, asking God. And you want a case. We don't have any case to answer.
We don't have.
God has already vindicated us. Now, just
yes, now Finland, Nigeria got feel bad on the business actually, man. That is just it. Don't worry, also.
They will be ashamed. Huh? They knew how they fought their own. We're red and white. You know? So, all this obstruction is just that's a real thing. On the one day, you know?
So, man for any change here. I am no German for and I say, Nana Bambo, for us to unite together. One my father Bram no people. Now, dear didn't go so. We can't be together. I get one depend on their question. Man, this to give one year put a seek and be doing the right thing under. Now we a government. Our template is international law standard. Must be our template. That is where we.
Exactly. I won't panic. Sure. Very sure. So because as some come water, hey, in fact, I'm happy now with data.
Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you so much. Be safe, and be courageous. Nothing is happening. We are on the right track, and we have made it.
One problem there.
Yes.
And we are not safe. Every day kidnapping. Before you come in, before you left your house, you say, God, because so everybody is in soup. This country here depend on. Shame on all these evil people. Shame on them. All of them.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ma. Thank you. So, my people, you must know the game that we are into. You must know what is happening. What is happening this time around is that we are on the final stage. On the final stage is always very tough. Remember, anything final is very, very tough. What we are now on the final stage, final stage. That is where we are. That is what we are passing through. We must go through this way for you to value Biafra. We must go through this way for you to know that this Biafra you fought for is not just a mere story. There is things that makes you, when you get what takes you time to get, you will value it. It's all these things are going to make us that in our generation, in our unborn children, they will, after reading our history, how Biafra was restored. Nobody would like to mess it up. Because if you didn't pass this way, we are going to talk it's a child's play. We have a call. Let us answer our call, my people. Maz, good evening from here.
Hello, man.
Go on, the mic is yours.
Hello.
Yeah, you're coming out loud and clear.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. You're welcome.
Good evening, Maz. Good evening, Biafrans.
Yes, sir.
Everybody that is in the comment section. Good evening once again. First of all, if I just remember the judgment that Finland gave today, I'll just be thinking otherwise.
No, you don't have to.
But your program this evening now make me to understand that word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before now. Because he said, once everybody lose hope that this Biafra that they're talking about, that this Biafra of United States of Biafra, when every one of us lose hope, that is when Biafra are going to be in our doorstep. Another thing again, if we remember, before now, even before the kidnap of Mazi Simon Ekpa, because I'm still saying it again, Finland kidnapped Mazi Simon Ekpa. They did not arrest him. It's a kidnap. Because you cannot keep somebody in your custody for complete 6 months before taking any action, before charging that person to a court. You are not going to take complete 6 months before doing the next thing that you're supposed to do. Finland kidnapped Mazi Simon Ekpa. And if you remember again, before that judgment started taking place, they have been clamoring these 6 good years that they finally mentioned today.
Yes.
They have been talking about these 6 years that they're going to jail Mazi Simon Ekpa for complete 6 years, even before now. Another thing again, the thing that Britain did not come out to do openly, Finland allowed themselves to be used. What I'm trying to tell Finland today, this cause that they have bring to themselves after their born generation, that the same thing that happened during Jesus Christ. When Pilate washed off his hand, when he asked, do you people need Jesus Christ of Nazareth or Barnabas? And the multitude that they are there shout Barnabas. And then the same process, Pilate said he washed off his hand. And they said, those multitude said the blood of Jesus Christ should be on their head and their born generation. That is the same thing that Finland applied today. Because that their judgment, the hand of Nigeria, the template that Nigeria government give to them, and the template that Britain give to them, that is what they are reading today. Biafrans, everybody should wake up. Because that word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is a mental toughness. Mental toughness, that is what we need now. In a time like this. And we thank God that the government of United States of Biafra, our deputy prime minister and the cabinet, they are doing the needful. They are doing the necessary thing that they're supposed to do. Because bringing it to our doorstep, that is the right thing that they're supposed to do. And we pray that Chukwu Okike is in our side. And we pray that Chukwu Okike you will not going to leave us. You will not going to leave us in a time like this. Because mgbe mmiri njochara not that time kamadu ngeju yomaru the meaning of that mmiri njo.
Yes, so.
But Finland makwana na maru oke soro ngwere ma mmiri ya nko oke oga akokwa ngwere abia nko ngwere oga akokwa oke. Because what you are seeing now, Finland, they are pretending to be that lot that they are talking about. Because everybody have seen that Nigeria of today, Nigeria is dead and alive, and nothing good can come out of Nigeria. That's the reason why all the international world is running away from Nigeria and Finland, because of the bilateral agreement that you people have had with Nigerian government. That is what you people are trying to. That is what you people are trying to negotiate. But
Ise? Ise?
Most especially Sonny Akpala and Vam Nando Tim, Okinkiri, and rest of them. They are going to hear the discourse at the end of the tunnel. Mazi, let me stop my words from here.
Mazi, go through. So thank you. That's why I told you. You don't need to be. This is the time to intensify on what we are doing more and more, because we're on the right track. Freedom not akwanialo. Freedom is very bitter. It's too. In fact, before you can be free, you know what it takes. Say, go there when you went to manager boy in CCA. Look how fair nata. Sometimes you book allegation. Sometimes when you are not team of book allegation, you can't acquire a pota. Measure women in bars. Oh, it was that 6 years of manager boy. We are about outright freedom from international global stage. One in Mareba Gaudris. That is why we must continue to stand on the true side and be strong.
And we must continue.
We must
no
continue.
matter what. Because all this, what they are planning now is all of us to say the same thing that happened to Juku.
Exactly.
That is what they are trying to make happen to us. So that we will just answer up that we are not doing it again.
Yeah.
But that's game changer. Mazi Simon Ekpa has been saying it already. That the declaration of United States of Biafra is going to trigger so many things in the whole world. And that time is now. Everybody should be resolute. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is with us.
Yes.
Chukwu Okike Abiyama is with us. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will continue to be with everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm telling you that you are strong again. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can hear it clearly. Declaration of Biafra will trigger many things. And today, that many things is happening today. If you look at the topic that we are treating today, you will understand it clearly. That no matter what they think that they are doing, that the right of people must be preserved, and we are on the right track. Do you know why we're on the right track? Because of this official declaration of United States of Biafra. Because of this official declaration, that is only where we have cut off everything that could have been holding Simon Ekpa. The time are very, very tiny. The time we are into. Look, I want to read from number 1. Look at it. The process to release a political leader who was arrested before declaration of a formal, the process for recognition, the process of releasing a political leader who was arrested before the country formally declaration of independence is a high-profile matter. Now listen to this. So you will know that the government are on the right track. Do you know what we serve Mazen and the Kama Simon Ekpa? Declaration of United States of Biafra is what we serve them. And there is those that such a thing has happened to. It's not only us that has happened to. And the rule that was being released. Nelson Mandela has been charged terrorism and treason. That's where the charge Mazen Simon right now. Maghandi of India has done the same thing. Rahiman of Bangladesh, it has also happened to them. How do they get released? Here are the international steps and the mechanism used to secure their release. That is what our government must put in. Just all those things, they are what? First step is to mobilize non-governmental organization, NGO, like Amnesty International, Human Rights Watches, and the International Red Cross. These are the steps that people of South Africa used before Nelson Mandela was released. These are the steps India took before their leader was released. These are the steps that Bangladesh take before the leader was also released. So we will go through that process and we will make it. Eh? Do you understand? So that you will know that we are on the right track of what we are doing. The organization will declare the leader a prisoner of conscience or political prisoner, a hide and injustice of the arrest and the public the cause of global audience. They have to publish it. Media contributed. That's why we are crying, clamoring for what Adandocho was doing on social media. Look at it again. Political recognition of a new state. Remember, we are talking that Obato Obie is a prime minister of United States of Biafra. Mazen Nandekano, a leader, a president of United States of Biafra. Take it that way, you may leave it. Political recognition of the new state is very important and it's very viral because it's one of the things that must allow our leader to be free. It's part of it. Not only that, their follower will likely declare independence and they form a professional government. This is a criteria step because it is elevating the leader status from rebel, calling him Obato Obie rebel, saying that he is inciting terrorism, calling him a financier of terrorists, calling him a leader of all these things is what declaration ended to change. And the people went back to say they are from Bridge, from there, mentioning the name of Matt Simon, even warning a government that was of warning a new state was already declared to stop using the name of PM. Imagine the nonsense. Lack of ignorance is in the eyes of the law. It is not. The law must play its role, and it will catch all of them in due time. Believe you me, he who laughs last, laughs the best. That is where we find ourselves. We still have our time remaining 6 minutes for a call. So anybody who wants to call is still free to call on +97336051337. That is the number to call. Share comment section, you will see the number there. Scroll it down so you will see it, or scroll up, you will see it. It is very, very important that you know all these things that we are doing for you to not be panic. As you come, please like and share this program. Please like and share the program as you come in. It is very, very important if you do so. So others may also hear. Finland must pay for what they have committed. Forget about it. In due time they will pay. One and they man on you madro the boozer that boy, you payment the boozer that boy. When the pass you buy money. Nigeria bruise of Japora Yibo had the Panjikere. Had the Panjikere. Now that we are going to appeal court, can they let them come and bring the evidences? Gentle should desist from the nonsense him and Butu is doing in Biafra land because they are paid agent of Nigeria trying to tag Master Simon Bassin in whatever they are doing. That's why I told you it's no longer a time of photo. It's no longer. The time is up. So hold on. We are going to go into more of this. Oh God. We have your caller right now. So let us listen to our brother before we go in. Let us listen. Mazuche, good evening from here. The mic is your own. Please speak up.
Good evening.
Yes, you're welcome.
Sometimes I think sometimes I think I hear me. Other okay, say I go. I don't go down, but now everybody should be aware that okay, people tools and your 100 report. Then expose yours and that and now they should go and drink champagne and celebrate that their wish have complete. Because Kenkele and Even tools and the gentle, that their government pay them already. You see last video them bring out They want to use it to then overthrow the and it's their wish. Now they should go and rebel. But you know what? Now the fire keep, now the fire burning, now the same, now fire upon it. You know? Not now only in the bottom of the police out here. Now I can America, well the game here. So what the hell is always so long? We're not in the before. Biafra is the last miracle of the earth. So that I that 20 years, front, and then I came back. When you think front, you think back, you know? Now you go to the book, you now all of them, they are lucky, that they are never you know? Oh, you know, it's so sad and so painful because not all the evidence spread. That's why God is doing his own things on his own way, you know? Because no those in those who go down, don't they go, yes, man. How many years ago was useless? Yes, like here. Now, Simon Eva, how many months? 1 of 9 months. Mandela, how many months? How many years ago? Not 27 years. Outside all. Almost no, I can hear some of them when I was 27 months to come out. All now they said to start 3 years. You know, all that could be there. But we are going to happy. So I like to want to see us to wait. Go be happy to do no job. Go be happy to do. But I'm for this useless people. You see this useless woman that's sitting in the plants every day in our park. Every day, hand can hand the cat there. Their mouth can kill them. Can get it. Yeah, I'm going to make love with him. Actually, you need to live. Good now. Sure, get the mother always through this. Oh, we know what it is. Oh, they are playing with Nigeria now. They're celebrating Nigeria. They're celebrating and they are happy. But when they, what do I do about most people about also? That is so sad. You know. I'm going to this thing with my anger here. People would not like him. But people should subscribe. I'm here like what? I'm so sad. From me, I'm so sad.
No.
I don't want to call people.
No, when you listen, when the binance na mbebu kantibu. Man him here antibu kem na mbebu ya carry. So that is why after listening to that court, I went in to go and search what we encourage all of us today on international level. So please look at all the things and be encouraged.
So great. It is what he did now. Is exactly what COS do the time they got off the first time. Exactly, that's courage COS give us that time. It's the same thing like you said, what he bring up today, you know? Then yes, it's very, very fantastic. Everybody I know, everybody that is following for this broadcast will know that yes, we are going somewhere, you know? That this is the end of this. We are going somewhere in the right track. Thank you. God bless you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you, Mazuche, for calling. Thank you also. Thank you for calling. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, my people, we have 1 missed call. So let us return the call. Then before we go into the next chapter of what we have, our mom is on the line. So let us return her call. Good evening from here. Good evening from here.
Good evening. Biafra is my home.
Thank
God for your life.
Thank you, too.
We thank God for the Bible says that in everything, in every situation, give thanks to God.
Yes.
We thank God for the situation of our Biafran nation. We thank God for our leaders. We thank God for what that has been happening, because we know that whatever that is good, it's not easy to get it. It's not easy to get good things. So this Biafran nation is going to be a wonderful nation by the time it's fully, properly functioning perfectly well as a 100% independent country. So we want to thank God for everything. We should not be discouraged. Everyone, every Biafrans should just, pick up courage. Just like David. David, when they wanted to stone David because the Amalekites went to David's city, and took all his wives and all the people, all the women and children. They held them captive. They carried everything, all their properties, their goats and all their animals and everything. And when David came back with his men, saw that they'd been defeated, David, what did David do? David encouraged, the Bible says David encouraged himself in the Lord. So this is the time for Biafrans to encourage, be encouraged. Everyone should be encouraged, you know, because God has the final say concerning our leaders. Mazen Nandekana and Mazen Simon Ekpa, and concerning the Biafrans. So let us be encouraged in the Lord. Let everybody begin to trust God the more. And if you are giving, you know, you are not giving for the fundraising, this is the time to give. Even if it is no matter the amount. Mark kind of say if it is even $1, he said you should give. So everybody should be giving now. Let us really make sure that our government has the resources to really fund the Biafran forces and to fund all the things they have to, you know, do.
Too much work. Too much work to do. Too much work.
And to do all the works, because there's too much work to do. You understand? So everybody should just guide their lions, you know, be prepared to give. Even if you don't give, you don't have, go and borrow. If it is one Gemma, go and borrow and donate. If it is €1, $1, one agent, borrow and give. Let everybody be giving now. I'm telling you the truth. By the time the millions of Biafra begin to sponsor the government, I tell you, the government will have a lot of work to do. This is not the time to begin to complain. Sit down and complain and lament and be sorrowing up and down. There's no need for that. The Bible says, it says, weeping may endure for a night, joy cometh in the morning.
That is where
By
we
the
are.
time Biafra independence, Biafra will fully restore everything properly, 100%, and take over Biafra land. I'm telling you, nations, different people from different nations will be running to come and stay in Biafra. Even those people that are mocking Biafra now, they will be running to, they will want to come to stay in Biafra land because of the beauty of Biafra. I'm telling you the truth.
We know who we are.
Okay. Yes, Biafra is going to be one of the most nation of integrity, nation of dignity, nation of justice and equity, nation that will be envious. Other nations will envy Biafra. I'm telling you the truth. That is about. That is how it will be strong to get it. So everybody should not be discouraged at all. God bless you, my brother. So I say, let me thank you for the good work you are doing. I just logged in your program this morning. I stroke this afternoon. I saw that you are trying to encourage we the Biafrans. So please keep it on. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you so much.
God bless you.
Amen.
Have a blessed, happy new month.
Thank you. I wish you the best, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, my fellow Biafrans, you see, it is our right. Forget whatever anybody or whatever you may hear from anywhere at all. It does not exist. What exists is that now we are in these steps to they used to release Magandhi. They used to release Nelson Mandela. They used to release Rahman of Bangladesh. Do they say it's a lobby? Did you hear that it's a group? Did you hear that it's a bridge? Do you hear that they say a nation? A new nation. Because of we are a new nation, that is why we have right to seek for their immediate release. Forget this, Nanagan. Finland will pay with emotion. They will cry blood. Another group will emerge in Finland very soon. They will deal with Finland. You see, Finland, as a stop, continue doing your charade. You will cry Hadaino. You have bring destruction in Finland, and that's the destruction you bring in Finland. You will be here to receive it. The injustice you did on Biafran people in Finland, another people will do it to you. The world global stage will do it to you. They will start suspending Finland in many things. Watch out, it's gonna play out. Watch out. Now, after, remember, we have done number 1, number 2, and number 3. Sorry, number 3 is what we are going to. Remember the stage we passed. Immediately all this guy was arrested and the country is in declare nully. Remember the first criteria they asked us to do to release them. Now we are going to into negotiation and political exchange. This is another level. See, holding my Simon, putting him 6 years, our people are down. I told you, remove emotion. You don't have to be down. How do you think that international global stage we hear what we are doing? If Robert told you just free and release like that, you will know the value of the struggle, what he passed through. He knew, he told you that even though he has to be arrested, he will not bring back to Nigeria. He knows what it means. And the declaration saved him from that. That is why you must thank Otangozi Arabeze, pray for her. Because that woman did the unthinkable thing. The enemy did not see it coming. Okay, they never know the quality of Otangozi Arabeze. Even though they plan to do it, they never knew what is to come. So I am telling you this evening that you must do what? You must be strong. Stand up. It's your right. It's our freedom. It's our new nation that is going to set all of us free. Do you know who they are going to arrest tomorrow in the midst of all of us? It is the government that will rescue us. You are no longer seen as a rebel group. That is what they told you here. That's for the follower of the leader. You see why all the people are in IPOB, Nigeria, they are so useless and so dumb. Their brain are not working. It's not all about church or church. It's all about the action. That's what I told you in March. Take the action. That's accomplish all the actions and all the prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All has been fulfilled. That freedom you seek for, we have get it by declaring Biafra on November 29, 2024. This is how we get it. Now listen to number 3. We have changed. They have given you more. After 1 and 2. This is the preamble, the first steps you have to take. When those steps are not functioning, those steps are not working, then the next step we have to take. Please, I encourage you to please like and share the program. Please, like and share. If you are on this particular YouTube that I am like this, you will see me in the middle of a wall. Please, what you will do for just, there is a 3 dots in front of you. Just touch it to your hand. Once it is open, then you will see like. That's one thing you must do. It is very important. So please, as you come in, please like and share the program. Please share it, like, so let it go viral. Finland has done their worst, but let us. That's why I told you this time around. We want to prove to them we know all this. That all these laws you said. Why are you not implementing it on us? That is why we must be here to let the world know. We know what we're supposed to do. This is what we're supposed. This is what we are doing. The governments are doing all these criteria they mentioned. All these steps. We government is taking it. Believe you me. Do not be deceived by anybody. Listen.
Between the two sides, often with the release of the leader as a central point of discussion. 3. Negotiation and political exchange. This is the most common and effective method, as seen in historical cases. Prisoner exchange. The release is often part of a larger exchange. If the conflict has involved armed resistance, the new country's forces or its allies may have captured prisoners from the detaining state. These captured soldiers become a powerful bargaining chip. The detaining government is willing to release the leader in exchange for its own personnel. This was the case with Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who was released after Pakistan's military defeat and in exchange for its captured POWs. Peace.
Do you get it clearly? Remember, in this 1 and 2 is peace is what they are preaching that we should follow. Remember, there is a process. There is the steps to take. And you hear Father say, this is the most common and effective mode as you see in history cases. Prisoner exchange. The release is often part of the legal exchange, if the conflict has involved armed resistance, now that Nigerian governments are in our land doing all manner of things, now that the even Nigeria court has asked them to release Master and they refuse to release him, do you know what could have been the work of Butuzo and Gentle? It's a time to start arresting top Nigerian military prisoner politicians and putting them in prison, keeping them in a place they cannot be able to find. These are things that triggers the release of our leaders. Remember, these are things they say these are common and effective modes that we also have to apply in what we are doing. The new country forces or its allies may have captured prisoners from detaining states. Now that Nigeria or even in Biafra land, Finland is still not told here, our army knowing anywhere anybody from Finland is need to grab, they need to grab him. They need to arrest him and keep him the way they keep him up told here. They need to arrest him in Biafra land because some companies, anywhere they can find them in the territory, they need to do what? Arrest them and keep them for exchange. That is another step. And they said it's a common effective mode. It's not a kidnapping. It's a purpose because they are holding your own leader. You must hold their own. Butus and Gentle, Triple General and the brigade. In this place, you are under cage. You can come out. Do you hear it? That our own new nation, our army, our police are entitled to arrest any Finland member in Biafra land. Hold them tight because of the injustice meted on what I told you. I told you, it's not a time to come and be exercising how bitter we are. It's a time for strategies and diplomatic movement. Sorry, we have a call. Let us know who's on our phone. If it's a private call, we handle this later. Please, I am busy. I will call you later. Calm down. I will call you later. I am busy. Adding busy. I will call you later. So, let us go back. Please, my people, bear with me. You hear it? It says, these captured soldiers becomes a powerful bragging chip. Anywhere. It's a time to, if you are claiming you are triple general, you are general for all generals, and Musa will come to our land and go and you do nothing. It's a time you look for him. It's a time you look for their Nigerian militaries. It's a time to check their top officers in any Biafra land they are occupying. Grab them and do not kill them. Keep them for exchange. He says that this will trigger Nigeria to release Mazen and the can. This will trigger Finland to release Obatodie and release all the prisoners of conscience in the world. Do you know how many people who are in prison in Biafra land? In Nigeria cells here and there, both underground. Do you know those that they just tied anyhow? It's a time to take the yardstick, the measurement, boldly. The detained government is willing to release the leader in exchange for its own professionals or persons that Biafra army arrested. These are another measure. You might do not like this my platform because I am not here to present Rama but once what I'm doing is you can hear me. Once I read some that tag to what they are doing, you see me bringing their names. We must intensify what we are doing right now. We need to educate ourselves to know it and know the steps that are supposed to be taken. So if your government of US is not taking, we ask them, why are you not doing this? Why are you not moving this way? Because it's the government by the people of the people. That kind of government that we are having. Not dictative government, not talk and die government. No, it's not. And they give you an example. The retained government, it will release their leader in exchange of their own personal people. This was the case with Rahman of Bangladesh. Bangladesh was declared. And what happened? In 1971, what happened? They arrested, they hold the leader of Bangladesh, who declared the independence of Bangladesh. Pakistan hold them. And what happened? The Bangladesh army swept into action and starts bulldozing Pakistan people who are in their land, grabbing their army, their dignitaries. And what happened? When wars come to wars, Pakistan military defeated. And what happened? They look for exchange of power. So they exchange, they allow the Rahman of Bangladesh to be free. After recognition has come, they also say, you see, you will do this, they will not tell you here, peace agreement. Why Nigeria are not panicking? Because none official of Nigeria was arrested or keeping in custody of Biafra army. That's why they don't give a dime. That is why it's our right to do that. It's our right to do it that way. When we do it, heaven will not fall. When we go through that way, heaven will not do what? Fall. Look at all that is going out. Look at what is playing out. That's what Nigeria is doing. I don't care. I'm not Simon. I'm not the can. Even Finland. Even Finland. Check those areas they are giving, Nigeria is giving them to come and do business with them. If you claim you are triple and you are brigadier, fighting for freedom, and your leader is been holding hostage, you do nothing. All you do is to come in social media to do what will indict him. That is all you do. To come to social media, do what will indict your leader. Do you think before you do? What you are doing, how it will affect other people around you. Ecom says that he found that the character he's possessing is affecting people around him and has to apologize. That is the music. It's no longer a time to do too much or. It's a time to take things within action. It's a time for action. It has called for action. Capturing their leaders, then also we look for peace agreement. We are not going to be only the one to look for this peace agreement. It's vice versa. It's both the two sides or the third side that is involved. That is how it is. The leader release may be. Let me allow the voice to play so we can hear it clearly.
May be a prerequisite for a broader peace agreement to end the conflict. This was a key component of the Northern Ireland peace process, where prisoner releases were integral to the Good Friday Agreement. The detaining state may realize that it cannot win the conflict, and that releasing the leader is the only way to achieve a political resolution and stop the fighting. 4.
Do you hear
internal
this?
Change.
Sorry, do you hear this very well? Are you following? I hope we are communicating. My people, are we still here? Are we communicating? Are we communicating on what to do to free Mazana Simon Eba? Do you think that we are communicating very well? Do you? Are we doing? Are you understanding what we are doing right here? Because we need to know if we are understanding what we are doing. Because what we are doing is what other country has been. Not come to social media, narrate it the way we want. It could have been like this, get angry. No. You must know the area that you will channel your bitterness, your anger, your frustration. We must know the area to channel it. Not only on Bangladesh leader. Also, Northern Ireland. It happened to their own. There was a key compartment of the Northern Ireland peace process when prisoner release were in internal to Good Friday. In Ireland's own, they have an agreement. Let's call it on a Good Friday that their leader was what was released. Their leader was what released. These are the process. These are the way. These are things we need to do, like what other country did. That's why I told you, whatever we are going to be presenting social media is to let the world know that we know the criteria they take in some certain cases that has repeated itself again. The retained state may realize that it cannot win the conflict, and that is release the leader is the only way to achieve political resolution and stop the fight. Nigeria na afọ in Biafra because Butoz and Gento, the triple general and the general of Umwenwe are not doing any work except to be doing insubordination in what we are doing to my Simon neighbor. They want him to be dead, so they can continue making the money and seeing themselves as international law that they want to make themselves a strong political alliance. That if a election is coming, they will say, okay, we'll give such amount remain where you are. They will collect. The Butus and the Gent will see that the only way for them to make money is refusing declaration, to continue claiming who they are. That is why you see them doing what they are doing. That is why you see them doing what they are doing. So I want you to know that there is steps on international law that we have to take. So our leader, Mazi Nnamdi will be released. Obatobie will be released. These are the criteria. These are the steps. It happened in India, their leader. It happened in South Africa, Nelson Mandela. It happened in Bangladesh. It's happening in Northern Ireland. All this come into peace because they arrested those that are supposed to be arrested. You hold my own, I hold your own. That is another level. This is another level that we're supposed to go into right now. Please, as you come, please like and share the program. Number 4, internal change in the 10th country. Let us listen.
In country. In some cases, the release is a result of a fundamental shift in the government holding the leader. Change in regime. A military defeat or a popular revolution can lead to the fall of the old government. The new leadership, whether it's a new political party or a more moderate faction, may see the release of the leader as a way to gain legitimacy, de-escalate the situation, and begin the process of reconciliation. Collapse of authority. The detaining government may simply lose its grip on power and can no longer afford to keep the leader in prison. At this point, the release is not a negotiation, but a consequence of the government's own collapse. In summary, the international steps to release a leader arrested before their country's declaration of independence are not based on legal precedent, but on a strategic application of international pressure and political negotiation. The key is to transform the leader from a political dissident into a symbol of a new nation, thereby making their release a non-negotiable step toward peace and stability.
I hope you had it. I don't allow you to play. See, we hear how they summarize it. In everything that you had them say here, what do they use to conclude it as in summary? The international step to release a leader arrested before country declaration. Obatobie was arrested because of he planned to declare United States of Biafra. That is why he was arrested. This is why he was what? Arrested. And not based on legal aspect of it. It's not only on the leg. That's why they told you Nigeria government will never release through charisma as in Nnamdi Kanu. had it clearly. They will never. They told you here. But on a strategic application of international pressure and the political negotiation. Political negotiation. What is the political negotiation? Because we are a country. It's only now that we are a country that we can go into political negotiation. After that, there will be no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa anymore. Without having a new country, there must be answering some queries. Listen to this. The key is to transform the leader from a political dissident into a symbol of a new nation. Now, to transfer, now that we are going to appeal court in Finland, the government must apply it and prove that the Obato Obie is a prime minister of a country, not longer bridge, not longer an organization. Are you getting what I'm saying? I hope we are making common sense here. I hope the exposition is what we are trying to, what we are bringing out is very understandable. Thereby making the release non-negotiable, step forward peace and stability. A prime minister of what a new country was accused in Finland of citing treason charges. A prime minister of what? A country. That's what he had told you. That's why in the beginning they told us in the beginning on number 2. This is now on number 4, and in summary of the international steps that we're going to take, they say it in summary: the international step to release Obato Obie Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what I want you to know here. That's what I want to understand. The international step to release a leader arrested before country declaration. That is why we went to Finland. Before, as we are planning to go to Finland, the Obato Obie was arrested by Finland authority. He was what? Arrested by Finland authority. Is he in his house? Is he talking for brief before he was arrested? He was talking, having a meeting, everything about declaration. Moreover, between the month of August to his arrested, everywhere he is about declaration of United States of Biafra. And here they made it clearly to you. Here they make it clearly to you to understand the steps when it has happened. The international step to release a leader arrested before the country declaration of independence are not based on the legal procedure, but on a strategic application of international pressure and the political negotiation. Who will do it? This is the key to transform the leader from political dissident into a symbol of a new nation, not a new bridge, not a fallback. Into what? A new nation. Now that we are going to appeal court to prove that he's not supporting any, he's not inciting any group, he's not sponsoring any group, that he's fighting for a new nation, then the United States of Biafra must go for court of appeal in Finland for Obato Obie officially. That is the way they will know that, oh, this man was fighting for a new country. And they said that this, therefore, make their release not negotiable. We cannot negotiate except to release them. 2 of them, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. This is one thing that you must know. This is how it goes. We are going to stop here. After this, we give a little time for call again. Then we go into another headline. Depending on support to back it up this evening. To back it up again. To back it up again, there is more criteria to follow. Then you will know how it happens to many countries on the one that we are going to. read right now, you also understand it. What are the steps to release a leader of a new country that was arrested before declaration of a new country? It's two ways. They give it, this one was from 1 to 4. Check it very well. This one was from 1, this one I'm going to go in now is also from 1 to what? To 4. Also, 8 criteria and 8 steps that we have to implement for Mazen and Kano, Simon to be released under international global. Because their case is no longer a case of Nigeria alone. It's international case right now because of the injustice meted on 2 of them. That's what it is. So we have a chance for call. Anybody who wishes to call is free to call. Remember, the number to call still remain +9 7 3 3 6 0 5 1 337 only on WhatsApp. If you wish to call to make a contribution or how you feel today, you are free to do that. You are free to call to tell us how you feel. And now that you are listening to me, what this program has encouraged you, or did it encourage you or did it not? Did the program encourage you or the program did not encourage you to understand there is a way out? It's not end of the road. This is not end of the road. So we give a time for call. This is a time anybody who wants to call is free to call to contribute his own part to do the needful. It's a time to stand up. It's a time to do things that we have to do to release of our 2 leaders, Mazen and Kano, Simon Eba. These are the things that we have to do. These are the things. We have seen it here clearly. There is an international way of doing it. Only those of living from here, you're welcome. Sorry, my people, that I might not read all the comments because the phone I used to read comments has problem. I never fixed the phone, and on this, the one I'm using on the gadget using for the program, I don't know, YouTube I don't know what happened. I can't see any comments anymore, except the first one I saw before. For now, I am not seeing any comment. So if you know that you want to call for this program, you have this time to call. The time is counting. We have only 20 minutes. So once nobody calls in the next 5 minutes, I will go on. If you never call and you want to call to this program, call on number +9 7 3 3 6 0 5 1 337. Remember, this is the number to call on this platform, so you can be able to lay your voice, express how you feel about the kangaroo judgment from Finland. These are things that we must do. This is our things. There is numerous things we have to do. There is a numerous thing that we have to do. So I am asking you to be resolute, be strong. Be resolute and be strong. It's your government. Nobody will stop it. This is the true talk of what we are doing. This is the truth of what we are doing. So it's very good if you can. I want to refresh and see the program. Let's see what's happened. I hope we are live and we are direct. So that we are live. I went into to refresh the program so you can be able to see 1 or 2 things that we are not seeing. Can someone comment so we can know that we are seeing what we are doing, please? I hope we are still alive. Because sometimes you might refresh and kick yourself out. I hope my voice is still coming out loud and clear, my people. Who is on the comment section who can tell me if my voice is coming out loud and clear? Are we still here? Okay, and now wow, I can't see any comments anywhere on my own gadget. Yes, coach, you said that we are live. Yes. I can't see any comments. What is really happening? Why like that? What is really happening? Why everywhere is like that? Okay, let us imagine the way we are doing it. There is no comment. I can't see any comment on the comment section. So, I think we must continue. Do we continue more, or do we leave this particular area we want to go now for our next program tomorrow, or do we finish it all tomorrow for another different thing? What is your own take? For those in the comments, because we are here maximum 2 hours. So, if you want us to stop or you want us to continue, I want to see yes or no. I want to see yes or no. If you want us to continue on the another side, to encourage ourselves, to let you know that what we are doing is our right. What we are doing is our right. Okay. Joy Okobi said yes, we have to continue. Now we are going into more criteria of how what our government is going to do to free Mazi Simon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It has called for a very big work to do more. That is why we are going to listen to this right now to continue in what we are doing. What are the steps to release a leader? This is another headline. Depending on what we are going to hear now, there is more things that we need to do. There is more. It's up to 8 criteria to release Mazi Simon Eba, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us go in.
Scenario of a leader being arrested before their country's formal declaration of independence is a highly specific and politically charged situation. The steps to secure their release are not a matter of routine legal procedure, but rather a complex combination of political, diplomatic and, in some cases, military actions. This mirrors the historical context of leaders like Sheikh Mujibur Rahman of Bangladesh, who was arrested before the formal declaration of independence.
Do you hear this name? This was a man who wanted to declare the independence of Bangladesh. But he was arrested before the declaration. What happened? Did Bangladesh people stop? Another person take over and declare it? Like what the Congo rebels did. Remember, this Bangladesh leader was arrested like what happened to Mazi Simon Eba before our declaration. He was arrested, this Bangladesh, Sheikh Rahman of Bangladesh, who was arrested before the formal declaration of independence of Bangladesh. Sonia Akwarawa, I don't know where you are getting these lies, this evil you are spreading on social media. After he was taken out, like they told us, said, stop the declaration. Other countries, did they stop? Bangladesh, you had it here. It's a history that we have to follow. Did you hear that Bangladesh, they stopped because of their leader was arrested? Like DOS, who told you that they are underground until the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. Anybody who fall back or who resign from the government waiting for Mazi Simon Eba is doing the same thing, even if you go 247. Bangladesh, did they stop their declaration because of their leader was arrested? No. Person take over. Like what is happening in Amazonia today. Joe is not even the first. The 2 leaders of Bangladesh, of Amazonia, all has been arrested. The other one, the first one, Cameroon has said they were sentenced him by hanging, but it's never happened because of what Joe Eba was doing. Call on international body. Today, Russia has called on UN to put eyes in what is happening in Amazonia. They have called to put eyes on what is happening in Amazonia. My people, they have called international. Imagine Russia making a statement on what happened in Amazonia, a member of UN. This is how matters are being solved. This is how matters are being treated. They did not stop declaration because of Joe Ayaba was arrested. Amazonia is still functioning today. Bengali did not stop because of their leader was arrested. That Rahman was arrested. No, they moved on. They went and go and finish it. Like what the Governmental did on November 29, 2024. It's the same thing that other countries are doing. Here are the key steps and the factors, functions that leads to such leaders' release. This is the second one that we're reading today. Another different thing. The political context, creating a bragging chip. Let us play the voice.
Here are the key steps and factors that lead to such a leader's release. 1. The political context, creating a bargaining chip. The arrest. The leader is arrested by the existing state, often the colonial power or an opposing regime, to prevent the declaration of a new country or to suppress a national liberation movement. The arrest is a political act, and the charges are often fabricated, treason, sedition, etc.
Do you hear that? I hope this is, you are hearing it. The arrest of the leader is that the leader is arrested by the existing state. Is it not because of Nigeria was Obatobia was arrested today? Please, as you come, please like and share this program, please. If you are on this wall, that when you see it, I am in the middle. Please, you will see a 3 dot in front of you. Just click on that 3 dot, it will open, and it will say like. Give it a thumbs up if you think what we are doing this night is good and it's okay for you. Give it a likes. So the program, other people may know that we are live and they will see it and they will also come. So we are able to educate ourselves with what happens. So we know the criteria, the steps that we have to take for Batobia to be released. That's why you must share this program. You must like the program. So others may know. Please, I encourage you to do that. Like and share the program. Subscribe to the YouTube page, RealBiafraTv. That is the name of the YouTube page, RealBiafraTv. We are here to change the narrative and let the world know that this is what they're supposed to do, that they are not doing. This is the level that we understand that this is the criteria we have to take, and we are taking it. The colonial power or an oppressor regime to prevent the declaration of a new country or to separate a nation liberation, to stop a national liberation movement. The arrest is political acts and the charges are often for fabricated. They fabricated that man Simon Eba is sponsoring a terrorist group. They fabricated it. It's not new. It's not true. They said fabricated. This is what those that are made law for you and I put down for you. They told that this is a step on an international level that we must follow. And also, for those who were shouting, Ngozi is a politician, and if you are not a politics, you can't play game of freedom fighting to get a new country. You know, it's all about politics. You had it here. That's it. I greet you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I greet you. Please like and share as you come. Please like and share the program, please. Want to like the program, share the program, please. Why am I not seeing any comments? Please permit me to refresh this program again. I want to refresh the program again. When I refresh, I could not see anything. I don't know. I told you nobody should shaking. Nothing like shaking in this movement that we're into right now. This is the beginning of the game of international global stage to know what we are passing through, what is happening to us. Now it's all about the document to prove it. If you are listening on this program I'm doing, you will understand why I am doing this program this evening. It's to encourage you, not with mouth, not what I think, to encourage you with international law and the things that has happened to other countries. You may need to know. So you will encourage yourself. Jesus, it's not a time to be shaken. It's a time to stand strong. It's a time to know that finally we are getting there. A man you follow, they have a strong mind. But to be told that his arrest or anything that happened to him will draw an international attention. Today is drawing. In the case you have court of appeal to go, why are you panicking? Follow international laws and you understand that it's a high time that what we are fighting, we have got it. You are late, but I thank God that you enter earlier on this second part of what we need to do to get our freedom, to get Mazdan can release, to get Obato be released. They said only legal aspects can never get it done. There's other things that we need to do. There is other thing that we need to do. That is where we pass this exam. After I have searched some certain things, where I believe I will have the exam is, you see this real declaration. Do not panic. The direction is what is going to bring Adagaba is not a financier of any terrorist group. That he's not inciting any violence. Rather, he is fighting for his own people with self-defense. Because self-defense must deal with gun and bullet also. So why are you panicking? I am not checked. That is why after the court hearing, after the judgment, I go down to search what's the international law, what are the criteria of those. What Obato Obie is passing today, Magandhi passed through that way. Magandhi of India passed through that road. Nelson Mandela passed through that road. The recent of Bangladesh leader, Rahman, passed through that process. But they were all released. That road they followed to be released with their government after the declaration is what our government must follow. They must follow it. That is the only way we will stop this. Obato Obie will be free forever and ever, and with a storied name that will attach on it. So for me, I am not panic at all. I am not panic. Listen to this. To separate a national liberation movement, the arrest is a political act, and the charge often treason. All this and etc. They are all just something that people fabricated. People fabricated it. That is what they are telling you here, that you need to know on your own. So that's why I said, after listening to this, I'm not panicked. The next article is Declaration of Independence. Listen to how this declaration saved Mazen and the Kama Simon Eba. Listen to it. Ike Jesus. So you should stop checking. Or you say that we are not checking. Okay, we are not checking. Yes.
Declaration of Independence. Despite the leader's imprisonment, the new country's provisional government, often formed in exile or underground, proceeds with the Declaration of Independence. This is a crucial step. It transforms the imprisoned leader from a domestic dissident into the head of a new, albeit unrecognized state. This gives their allies a powerful new tool. They are no longer just fighting for a prisoner's freedom, but for the liberty of their head of state.
Do you hear this clearly? Did you hear this clearly? Despite the leader imprisonment, the new country, not to bridge, not to fall back, not IPOB. Umokoko. You know, freedom fighter, you are right, and do's and don'ts. The new country, provisional government, often feasts in exile or on ground. Whether the government is in exile, like United States of Biafra, our leader is in America, the cabinet members in America, but we have those in the homeland, like governors and senators in the homeland also. Do you know that? Those are preparing for election. You never know what is coming. What you do is bigger than you until you pay more attention and ask more questions. Then we'll find an answer. That's why I told you. We are no longer in the era of doing it the way we want. We must do it on the way of international standard level, so they can be able to come to our aid and support us. They said Even that the formed government, whether it's in exile or in the ground, though, for those who are telling, hey, you formed the state of Biafra, but you're in exile. Yes, so that is what international law says. We might be anywhere to be answering this government and be doing the work. We can't be on the homeland because even though he's on homeland, did he not fail? Either he told us Biafra will come from abroad, from diaspora. That is part of the last word that comes out from Chukwemeka Odumegwujukwu's mouth. The eternal leader Chukwemeka Odumegwuju is part of the word that comes out from his mouth. Proceeding with the declaration of independence. This is a critical step. It transformed the imprisoned leader from a domestic dissident into a head of a new nation. This in appeal court, the government is going to prove to Nigeria and the Finland court that Oba Tobia is not inciting any terrorism, he's not financing any, that he's a leader of a new nation, because we made it by automatically declaring Biafra on November 29. That is what we set him free, and that is why Finland did not recognize this. That is why they did not sentence him 40 years, 60 years, 50 years, or sentenced by death or life imprisonment. They know, because that should be the most highest crime Finland could have committed in their own land. I want you to know it clearly. I want to understand it. Oba Tobia, we're not going to answer those names that they are calling him. What will stop it? Official declaration, and he said that the government, whether in exile of the new country, of the new state, of the new nation, must proceed with the declaration of the independent state. This is a critical step. It transformed the imprisoned leader from a domestic dissident into a head of a new nation. Simon Eba. Oba Tobia being the prime minister, Mazinandi Khan, call him the president. That is who they are, and that is why they are fighting what they are fighting for. This is who they are. Our government must focus on action and do the needful. Now is the time to know if we have a government, a workable government. They have to organize the states. This gives the alliance powers new powerful tool. This gives the alliance a powerful new tool. They are no longer just fighting for a prisoner freedom, but for the liberate of their head of states. We are no longer fighting for Mazinakana was in prison, Oba Tobia was in prison. No, we are now fighting for them to leave our leaders, our head of states, the president and the prime minister. This is how the document that we are going to be using supposed to carry everything on international global stage right now. This is what we need. They are no longer just a freedom fighter. They are head of states. Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu. They are the head of United States of Biafra. This is what they said that we have to do to get them released. And this is how Rahman of Bengali was released also. Nelson Mandela. Magandhi of India. These are those who passed this process that Oba Tobia is passing through today. We continue reading.
Escalating diplomatic and international pressure. Once the new country is declared, the focus shifts to using the leader's imprisonment as a central issue on the world stage. Recognition of the new nation. The first priority is to secure international recognition for the new country. The provisional government and its allies lobby other nations, arguing that the old regime has lost legitimacy, and the new country is a reality. The leader's imprisonment becomes a human rights issue that serves to highlight the illegitimacy of the detaining government.
I hope you are following me. I hope you are following. Once the new country is declared, the focus shifts to use their leader imprisonment as a central issue on the world stage. That is why I told you that. That is why I told someone like Coachus who was down. I told you don't need to be down. That now that the movement has begun, the battle line has been drawn. It's now to know what government has to offer. It's a time. They said once the new country is declared, the focus shift to use their leader imprisonment as a central issue on the world stage. I told you here, on the world stage. Recognition of the new nation, recognition of the what? New nation, not recognition of bridge, not recognition of IPOB, of a new nation. The first priority is to secure international recognition for the new country. The professional government and its allies, other nations, argue that their old remain has lost, the old region has lost legitimacy and the new country is reality. The leader imprisonment becomes a human rights issue that is several to highlight the legitimacy of the then government. This law proves that Nigerian government doesn't have any illegal right, or Finland, now that the country was been declared. Then that is why we are going to argue in appeal court that we are holding a prime minister of a country, not a group, a prime minister of a new state that was declared here in Finland. Is it not true? Then we present document to them. We present our document to them for them to know that we know what we are doing. I don't know why when such a program you will not like it, you will not share it. People will be here because but this is what I have to do. This is what I know how to do. This is what I'm doing. I don't know how to do those ones. Ekel always, this is my own side of the wall. If you like what I'm doing, stay here. If you don't like, you may go to where you're listening to those ones. They're also part of what we are doing. But now, they say that the game must change in social media right now. We must present everything the way it sounds clearly in the eyes of the government, of international global stage. But that is where the matter is getting to. So Abatobia can be free forever. Mazan can be free forever. Nigeria has no right to detain Abatobia Mazan can by now. They have no right to even Finland, including with Finland, to arrest Abatobia, to detain him and say they sentence him for 6 years. Which is 3 months, which is 3 years. And that's that 3 years, 6 months has left. Then use what happened to Finland to compare what happened to Mazankan if Biafra was not declared. Our declaration is a willing tool. Once our alliance comes in, once those who believe what we are doing, they will use it to facilitate and say, no, this is an inhuman treatment. Allow them to go. They are leader of a country. That is why I told you, you must thank Dr. Ngozi Arabeze every morning in your life and pray for her protection every day of your life, because she did a wonderful job. We must continue.
Humanitarian campaigns. The new government and its supporters launch a global campaign to publicize the leader's plight. They work with international human rights organizations, such as Amnesty International and the International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, to demand access to the prisoner and to condemn their detention as a violation of international law.
I hope international as a violation of international law. Public and humanitarian campaign. The new government of a new country and its supporters launch a global campaign to public, to personalize that the leader is in prison, is out of inhuman treatment. They work with the international human rights organizations such as Amnesty International and the International Community of Red Cross, ICRC, to demand access to the prisoner and to condemn the detention as a violation of international law. Not we, as international. This is what we need to let our people know now. So everybody will pipe down. Do not raise your attention. Do not have BP. Do not cry. It's a time to be strong and do more in what we are doing. I must tell you the truth. I must tell you this so that I want you to understand. You must hear this. and we must believe on it. This is what the government has to do right now. Economic and the diplomatic sanctions. Who are going to do it? We, depending on what we do social media, how we present our matter. Listen.
In diplomatic sanctions, friendly nations can be encouraged to impose sanctions or diplomatic isolation on the detaining country. This pressure is intended to make holding the leader too costly, both economically and in terms of international reputation.
I hope you get it clearly. I hope. Now, when we have alliance, when we have those who believe in us, when we have those of our friends, they will be like Canada. They sanction Nigeria by telling that APC and PDP, they are terrorist parties. Nigeria is a terrorist group. That is, I do know that Canada is our alliance. That is why this is what we are doing. They understand this clearly. Is to encourage to impose sanctions or diplomatic isolation on the detained country. Those countries like Finland and Nigeria, our government will also carry this out also to plan to be sanctioned because of the detention of Obato here. This pressure is needed to make hold the leader too costly, both economically and in terms of international reputation. We must destroy Finland's international reputation now with international law by things that we are presenting out in social media. 3. Political and military negotiation. Listen.
Political and military negotiations. This is where the direct leverage comes into play. The release of the leader is almost always part of a larger negotiation. Prisoner exchange. The new nation, with the help of its allies, may offer a prisoner exchange. In the case of Bangladesh, India's capture of over 90,000 Pakistani soldiers and civilians was a massive bargaining chip. Pakistan, needing its POWs back, was forced to negotiate the release of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Peace and reconciliation talks. The leaders...
They were able to negotiate for their leader release because of what? Because Bengali declared, after the leader was arrested, the way the followers marched up, did what? Declared their independence. And this independence that was declared, and also military negotiation of prisoner exchange. The new nation, with the help of alliance, may offer a prisoner exchange. Nigeria, Biafran army, if triple M or triple general or triple this, triple that, a brigadier general, if they was be able to do their job, they're supposed to capturing Nigeria military, the head of Nigeria military, keeping them, not buying them, keeping them for exchange in the hands of Mazen and all Biafran that was arrested and held by Nigeria government. Even Finland. Anywhere they have any company in Nigeria, our military is supposed to go in there, capture their men also, and hold them. It's not a kidnapping case. It's about political exchange. Because that's what we trigger it. This is how Bengali did their own. They captured some Pakistan military and their top officers, top leaders, and they hold them. It triggers towards negotiation. And because of that negotiation, when they will say, you release their own, release their own, they have come to compromise, they have to come to agree together, release their own or release their own. It's 1-1. That is what triple general and the brigadier they're supposed to be doing, and they leave it. They are on social media, shooting on the hard religious to his phone. Come and flag. Where's theatre innocent blood? And that blood they must pay for it. Peace and the reconciliation talk. The leader's release is often a precondition for peace talk to end war or conflict. The detained government may see it as a necessary step to escalate the situation and begin the process of normalization relationship with the new country. There is something that Butus or Angels could have been doing. They leave it. Then I wrote social media. These are the things that we all must know, and things that we have to do that need to encourage us. These are international standards. These are what we need to do. Please, my people, we need to go and have some rest or go into another big platform to make this out today, so people will know that what happened does not call for us to kill ourselves, does not happen to us to be down. Remove emotion, first reality. Tomorrow, we are going to finish this particular program. On part 2 of tomorrow, we are going to finish it. So bear with me as I decided that we should do more because we are here maximum 3 hours. So I thank you for coming in, and I say may Elohim bless you, may Elohim protect all of us as we are doing the needful. Thank you so much. From me, have a nice day, my people.